Let the game begin.
A candlestick.
Yes, that's right. Murder and blackmail on the menu at Bass Hall in Fort Worth right now. The national tour of Clue, live on stage, just rolled into town. It's part of the Broadway at the Bass season series, and Elisabeth Yancey, who plays Yvette the Maid, is here to tell us all about it. Thank you for being here. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm excited to talk about this. We were discussing in the break just the familiarity that you probably have, I'm sure, with the board game version of Clue. Now we're talking about the actual live stage show. Are there differences? What are their differences? What can people expect?
Absolutely. Well, I think one of the wonderful things about this show is that we all know it. We grew up with it.
Right.
Playing the game. And then if you're familiar with the movie at all, you're going to recognize characters. You're going to recognize locations, you know, the billiard room or the study, the rope or the revolver. And this specific adaptation is very much part of the theater. You know, you'll see a lot of theatrical moments. There's a lot of slapstick comedy, a lot of sort of big, broad humor that's just a lot of fun.
Okay, so in the movie, there's different endings. So what about the stage show?
Yes, well, I don't want to give too much away.
Right, of course.
But I will say that if you are familiar with the movie at all and the multiple endings, you're going to get a little treat.
Okay.
It's a little different, and I would say there's a twist at the end.
That's quite the tease. I like that.
There you go.
Okay, that's a good clue.
You'll have to come out and see it. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about your character.
Sure.
What drew you to this character? What do you love about?
Yeah, well, Yvette is just, she's so fun because she's your sort of typical classic French maid.
Okay.
But I would say with a little bit of feist to her. She's a little feisty. She's got a little grit to her. And as the night sort of evolves and things start to devolve, I would say,
that's a good word,
I would say Yvette is, she's part of that driving action. She has a lot of fun.
Okay, now this is obviously a mystery, a murder mystery, but it is fun. So family friendly?
Absolutely,
Okay.
yeah. I would say family friendly. You know, if your kid is familiar with the board game or with the movie at all, they're going to recognize things. And the murder itself is pretty campy, I would say.
All right, that's kind of what that's what I figured.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long have you been on tour? You and I were discussing that this actually got extended because it's been so popular.
Absolutely, yeah. We've been on tour for over a year now, all around the country. Delighted to be in Fort Worth, and we are playing through June 8th.
Oh, right. Okay, so as far as performances go, you've been performing just in general, I'm sure, I would say all your life when it comes to acting, but for how long?
Since I was 7.
Okay.
Yeah, so most of my life for sure.
Is this a different character for you to play than you're typically used to, or have you just played a wide gamut?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of the love I have for theater itself, is that you get the chance to sort of dip in and out of all of these different caricatures and different sort of vibes. Yvette is very different for me. I've never done a show with a French accent before.
All right.
For example,
did you have to practice that before?
Yes. I think my grade school French teacher would be very delighted that I'm actually using a little bit of the French that she taught me.
Reach out to her next time.
Yes, exactly.
Well, here is the rest of the info for Clue. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you
and I'll tell you to break a leg, although I know that you don't need it. You guys are amazing. So Clue live on stage right now at Bass Hall in Fort Worth. It runs through Sunday, March 30th. You can get tickets online at basshall.com. There's also a limited number of $31 lottery seeds sold daily before each performance. So click on the lottery tickets on the website for information.